What's up, kick and bass gang? It's Mr. Let Me See You Shake Something, and today we're making some big booty house that goes a little something like this. Yeah.
Let's go.
As always, if you guys need the sample pack sauce or want to check out Groove Generator 2, links in the description. And if you want to take a deeper look at the project file, head over to the Patreon for download links. Let's get it. All right, let's get a full listen here.
She said she don't want to be a freak no more.
She said it.
I told her, girl, what you lying for?
Oh, she lying.
In the club about 3 or 4.
Yeah, she was.
Now she opened up the candies. She said she don't wanna be a freak no more.
She said it.
I told her, girl, what you lying for?
Oh, she lying.
In the club about 3 or 4. Now she opened up the candy store. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Candy store's open. All right, so first off, I'm going to show you guys how I got this idea started. So it started off with just the Groove Generator and the vocals. And then what I did was I just soloed the kick and the bass just to see what was fitting right with the vocal. So if we just listen.
She don't want to be a freak no more. I told her, girl, what you...
Yeah, it's always fire. And then what I did was, as soon as I got a loop I was happy with, I froze the kick using exclude macro from randomization because I thought the kick fit super well. So now this won't get randomized whenever I press random. And then I found that this bass 7, was kind of fitting the track best. So if you could just listen through all these, you could hear them.
She don't want to be a freak no more.
Wait, that one's kind of good too. Yeah, so I froze this using exclude macro as well. And then if you listen, we could just randomize the bass and it pretty much gives us some sort of sauce every time.
She don't wanna be a...
So if we just go over 64.
She don't wanna be a freak no more. I told her, girl, what you lying for? In the club about 3 or 4.
Yeah, it could have worked with any pattern. But yeah, so after I got something I was happy with, what I did was I just resampled all the elements. So if we just solo the kick here, we could then just do resample on a new track and then just
go.
Just sample that out. And then to get the baseline MIDI from the Groove Generator, what you have to do is open up a new MIDI track and then you do MIDI in from Groove Generator. And then what you have to do is record arm this track, let the Groove Generator play, and then look for which channel is giving it the MIDI signal. So if we let it play here. So now we see it's getting MIDI in right here, and then we just record. And then all we have to do is go to the bass in here, figure out which one is playing, and then we just take all this and option drag it to the MIDI channel. All right, so let's check out the final kick and bass group. Let's go. So we have just the main kick right here, nothing on it. And then below that, I duplicated the kick, saturated it, took out the lows so we avoid any phase issues. And then I put a Haas effect on it, just to give it like more attack and sort of like a weird layer on the top. Then below that, we have the bass line bounced out right here. And then halfway through the drop, all I did was I set up a macro with the bass to just open up the filter frequency. So at the end, it kind of opens up right here. Just add some tension. And then just to show you guys kind of how the bass patch is working. So it's just using wavetable synth, which is just an Ableton stock synth. Then we have square wave right here. And then we just have one envelope that's going on the filter cutoff. And then we have envelope 2, which is set up in the matrix to go to the pitch. So it gives it the knock at the front of the sound. Then after that, we have OTT with the highs pulled down. So without any of the processing. So this kind of just glues it all together. And then after that, we have the saturator medium curve just to give it some more beef. And then some sidechain with LFO tool. Let's check out the rest of the percussion. So on the build up, we have a just traditional build snare that's part of Alchemist 2, which is coming soon. Then we have a hat that just came out of the groove generator. And then this cheeky shaker loop that happens at the first part of the drop.
Go, 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 let's go, go.
The booty shake and shaker. And this is also just a loop from Alchemist Volume 2. And then we just have overdrive on it just to give it more presence. And a little bit more crispiness. And then we have auto pan at about 50%, quarter note, and then phase is at 180. So it's going from your left to right ear every quarter note. Just to give it a little bit of sauce. And then some sidechain right here. After that, we have this little clap fill, which is from the groove generator as well. And then we have this cheeky reverse kick that I forgot about. Super fat. Then we have open hat comes in after the first 4 bars. And then another top loop from Alchemist Volume 2. Then a short fill at the end of the first 8 bars. And then it just repeats from there. Let's check out the vocal group here.
She said she don't wanna be a freak no more. I told her, girl, what you lying for?
I absolutely snapped on the songwriting. Let's go. So we have a couple other channels here with just some doubles. So instead of letting it say candy store right here, I just have it repeat.
Candies, candies.
Then below that, we just have the she said.
She said.
And then one other channel with another delay that's just kind of filtered out.
What you lying for?
And then below that, we have these little breaths just to fill in some space. And then during the drop, we just have some vocal chops going.
Go, 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 go.
So we got this little on the drop here. And then we have go with a quarter note delay, 0 feedback, just to give it a slap back.
Go, 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 go.
With a little bit of filter right here. And then at the end of every 8 bars, we just have the vocal repeat again.
Girl, what you lying for?
Let's check out this break lead. So for the MIDI, it's just the same MIDI as the bass line. And some of the logic behind it is we're in D minor and it's just a bunch of octave jumps and then the minor second just to make it feel a little bit darker. And then all these notes in the middle right here just glide it up. Super cheeky. And then for the sound, I just pitched up the 808 in the drop and then added more release to it. So it's exactly the same. And then we just have erosion just to give it some sizzle on the top. And then at the end of every 4 bars, we bring up the filter again, just to add some tension. And again, in the build-up, we bring up the filter as well. Below that, we got this cheeky little synth that comes in halfway through the drop. For the sound itself, it's just a one-shot from a synth loop in the Alchemist Volume 2, which is coming soon, guys. Settle down. And it's just the root note with a bunch of swing on an 8th note pattern. And then we have reverb thrower just to fill up the space at the end of the phrase. For the processing, let's peel it back real quick. So without anything, first thing is going to be this overdrive, and we're just distorting the mids so it's more present where we want it in the mix. And then we're just filtering out any lows and the super highs just so the cymbals can shine through. And then after that, we have a Haas effect just to make it super stereo. And it's just the 1 bar phrase that repeats on the second half of the drop. For the effects group, we got 2 impacts here from Alchemist Volume 2.
She don't wanna be.
So a low one, and then a crash with a bunch of washout on it. And then just one riser in the buildup. So it's just a saw wave, and then we have the one knob set up to increase the volume, increase the pitch, and then increase the filter over time.
Candy stove.
Let's go. And then for the master, there's nothing on it. We just mix well, but I would do one instance of Ozone 11 just to give it some final polish when I actually finish the whole thing. And there's just 2 dBs of gain reduction on the buildup. One more time for the people.
She don't wanna be a freak no more. I told a girl what you lying for.
She's lying, dude.
In the club about 3 or 4. Now she opened up the candy stove. Let's go.
All right, gang, that's gonna do it for Big Booty Friday. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe so we could take down Mr. Beast. And don't you dare send this song to your girl. Catch you on the next one. Peace.